Welcome everybody back to the Prime Major Tournament's lower bracket final. It is Mineski versus Signature Trust in this deciding game number 3, which of course means that so far the score is 1-1. Mineski took game number 1 rather convincingly. Signature won game number 2 maybe a little bit less convincingly, but from some point onwards, just based on the draft, they had the upper hand anyway. So here we are, last game to decide who gets to join the Prime in the grand final of this. It's gonna be tomorrow at, I believe, 11 CET. Maybe it's gonna be changed a little bit depending on which teams actually get to that, but tomorrow is gonna be the grand final at one point of time anyway. Best of 5 with the Prime having a 1-game advantage, but this a best of 3. We're of course HeflaTV. I'm Coucher, once again gonna be joined by Danny. So are we gonna see some new heroes for this draft?
I would like to see some heroes in all honesty, but this is the last game of the series. This is the third game. Both teams have won a game each. So this is their last chance to actually make it into the grand finals to play up against the Prime, I believe? Yes? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. This is their last chance. So this is a pretty big game. They could try and pull out a secret strategy here if they'd like to. It's going to be risky, or they can try and go for a standard play, something that they're more comfortable with to try and take the game. But I would like to see a little bit of unique, you could say a couple of unique heroes. So you can see Meepos, Brood Mothers, just something out of the ordinary to kind of break up the games that we've had so far. Because, well, we've had some pretty standard Dota so far.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been too much out of the ordinary. Maybe like a couple of heroes I don't see as often, but mostly still the same. But this will be the first game in this particular series that Vengeful Spirit will make it through the first ban phase. Was a Chen ban instead by Mineski, and of course, Axe is still available if Signature themselves want to pick it up. If not, Mineski probably would have been happy to get it, but Signature, Axe, and the Queen of Pain, real aggression straight out from the draft.
Wow, so it looks like they're really comfortable with Hehe on that Queen of Pain, regardless of his early game last game. So I'm pretty sure Hehe, learning his lesson, gonna not be as aggressive as he was last game. Or well, looks like we're gonna have the Lovebirds, Vengeful Spirit, and Scarlet Maid paired up together as the support duo for what it seems to be for Mineski. And well, they have a disable, they've got nuking power, they've got armor reduction, they've got slows, they've got silent, they've got the whole package with these two. Man,
it's really a great way to start the draft with, to be honest, for both sides. For Mineski, maybe a little bit less so now that they've revealed their supporting duo, but definitely strong supports. But I have to say, I probably think that Axe and Queen of Pain are a little bit more dangerous than Vengeful Spirit and the Skyriff Mage, just because high mobility, Axe almost always goes for a Blink Dagger, every now and then goes for a Force Staff on top of that as well. So, great opening for Signature, but now it's time for them to get supports. Earthshaker banned out, as is the IO. So, Witch Doctor, always a decent one to go for, to be honest, if they want to grab that one.
I'm surprised he actually hasn't been that popular. He's been available in the pool for both teams, but half the time they go for Vengeful Spirit, Scarlet Mage. Even Earthshaker got some showing. So, Witch Doctor receiving you could say the shorter end of the stick so far, and just being that kind of last minute support that you could pick up if there's nothing left to really fill in his shoes. So it's surprising that Signature Trust though decide to go for a 2-core pickup for their first 2 picks, because it tells Mineski that, again, Signature Trust, they're running aggressive heroes. They have the frontliner in the Axe. They have the Queen of Pain, who is going to be their aggressive nuker during the mid to late game. They only have 1 core position left, unless this Axe is going to be a position 4 Axe, which is incredibly greedy, in all honesty, because a position 4 Axe, he's not like a support where he can just roam around and go for kills that way. He needs items, he needs that blink. So we'll see how Signature Trust wants to go for it. They pick up the Witch Doctor themselves. So, well, Witch Doctor is going to see some play today.
Thank God, I love that hero, Paralyzing Cast, great ability. Of course, sometimes it's just a random 1-second stun, but mostly Paralyzing Cast gets a little bit more value out of it at the very least. So, also Wood Restoration always going to be nice when like you're going to have a barrage of arcane bolts flying at you. Might just be the difference of life and death as well. So, Signature Trust, definitely having 3 solid heroes. Mineski though, going for a puck once again, did have a pretty solid game last time around. Got a couple of kills on the enemy mid lane Queen of Pain. I think first was a solo kill, then another kill almost straight after with the help of the Axe. Then another solo kill. Of course, Queen of Pain still took over the game a little bit more because Sonic Waves, angled correctly, can completely wreck a fight early on when the enemy team doesn't have a mech, for example, at all to counter even a little bit of that burst.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at Mineski's draft. They've got quite a bit of silence to work with, and it's going to be great against the Queen of Pain, even against the Witch Doctor as well. If he pops the Death Ward, then if the puck is nearby with the Blink Dagger, just go for the Blink. Silence, that's going to cancel that out. Scarlet Mage, just walk up, go for the Silence as well. So they've got a couple of spells to cancel out the Death Ward, but that's not their main issue. Is the Axe, Queen of Pain, and now we pick up a fourth pick Juggernaut. So that's all three cores picked up by Signature Trust. And well, Juggernaut's a pretty good hero. He's got a lot of magic immunity, and if you look at Mineski's lineup, they're relying on a lot of magical burst at this point.
It's always a little bit scary to draft that way, and well, Juggernaut with the Blade Fury, man. Of course, BKBs will still have to come out for a signature on top of what they already have, I think. Queen of Pain, BKB is like a fairly standard item build if you're up against lots of lockdown or just lots of magical nukes or something like that. Axe doesn't really mind too awfully much to go for a BKB either. Now though that Mineski picking up a Medusa, this of course will already guarantee themselves a hell of a lot more late game than they had in the previous game. Also, even if Signature do go for the BKBs to deal with the first three heroes of Mineski's draft, Stone Gaze will still be able to petrify you even through BKB, so that's nice there. But so far, I'd still say I'll favor Signature's draft.
Yeah, I actually would say Signature's looking pretty solid so far. Mineski, this last hero is really going to dictate how this draft is going to go. They're actually quite... If you look at the Medusa and the puck, you can do a lot with these heroes. The puck can go on the off lane, you can put him in the mid lane. Medusa, you can put her in the mid lane, put her in the safe lane. I wouldn't really suggest an aggressive tri lane with her. You can do it if you like. She is a ranged carry, so CSing is a little bit easier, but she is still squishy. So there's a lot of stuff that they can do with these heroes. They can pick a mid hero, they can pick a safe laner. Who knows what they want to go for?
It is somewhat nice to have those options open for you, because that also means that the enemy may not know exactly what you're going to go for. So with their own draft or with their own laning, they might make a slight mistake and end up in an unfavorable position. But at the moment, Signature Trust, last pick, Nyx Assassin comes out. So Axe offlane, Jugger, Witch Doctor, Nyx, Trilane, and Queen of Pain mid, I suppose. Or Nyx offlane, Axe jungle, Witch Doctor support with Juggernaut, safe lane, and Queen of Pain mid.
Yeah, if they jungle the Axe, it's going to be a little greedy. Nyx, he's just going to have to soak up levels. He's not going to get any CS in the lane unless it's a solo matchup, but I highly doubt it. I actually would like Signature Trust to actually challenge the Medusa safe lane if she is going to be put in that position, but we'll have to see what's going to happen with this last pickup for Mineski. If it's going to be an off lane, they need to pick up something tanky, because if you look at their heroes, they're all pretty squishy. Puck, he's not going to hit 1k till maybe about the 10-12 minute mark. Medusa, she's only going to get tanky when she gets those items, and if she has a rough early to mid game, you're not going to see anything like a Skadi or Manta style for quite some time. So maybe Centaur War Runner as an offlane. Tidehunter's actually still available in the pool as well if they want some offlane initiation. In the mid lane, are there any mid tanky heroes that are still available?
Tanky heroes?
Yeah,
not so much. Maybe if you want to run like a Beastmaster mid lane, but it's something, I guess Viper wouldn't be like too bad against Queen of Pain. It's also a hero that can provide some additional late game damage as well. Maybe not the greatest, but Viper Strike to slow the Juggernaut even through the Blade Fury, for example, something like that. Of course, just...
What about a Razor?
Razor is also pretty decent. Performance-wise, maybe a little bit too unstable, but I could see it coming out. For example, get like one value point into the unstable current, so Queen of Pain every time she wants to Shadow Strike you, at least she gets purged herself. Could see it coming for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens. They are down to 30 seconds in reserve time. I pretty much made my own suggestions, so we'll see what they want to pick up. 20 seconds to go. Mineski really thinking it through, and well, I wouldn't blame them. This is the last game of the series.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe they can switch out the lanes, send like Puck off lane. Well, they do pick up the Necrophos now, so Necrophos might be mid lane, although I think it's gonna be Medusa mid lane with Necrophos farming up safe lane and Puck off lane. Teeny tiny chance of a Necrophos aggressive try with Skyraf and Vengeful. Not too bad. Necrophos a little bit just mana heavy, because your mana pool isn't that great. Death Pulse requires a lot of mana, so early on you might run out of mana pretty damn fast, but if you get the kills and have at least 1 point into Sadist, you're gonna get lots of regen back, I suppose. But I think they're gonna play it safe lane, maybe even go for like a Hand of Midas Necrophos. And late game now, with the Necrophos being there as well as the Medusa, Mineski are looking pretty solid, because one Aghanim's Reaper Scythe can just turn around the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. But Tucci's actually gonna looks like it's gonna be Tucci actually on that Medusa. So if Tucci played the Puck last game, yeah, so it looks like Cuckoo is gonna be playing an off-lane Puck mid Medusa, and we are gonna have a safe lane at Necrophos. Unless they swap it up and just mess with me.
Yeah, it's hard to say, because so far Jay has played the mid lane, has played safe lane, same with Tucci, I think, although Tucci I think has been almost exclusively in the mid lane so far. But I guess to introduce the lineups properly, so for Signature Trust for this last game, he is gonna handle the Axe, leaving Boombell on the Witch Doctor with MyPro on the Queen of Pain. Lakel's of course on the core, the #1 position, it is the Juggernaut this time. And we're gonna have Shiro on a support Nyx Assassin, so they're not gonna go for the Masquerade as in a 4 position X.
Alrighty, so on the side of Mineski, who looks like it's going to be a solo farming Necrophos, we have Jay playing on that hero. Going to actually run into Hihi, but no engagement so far. In the mid lane, Cuckoo is going to be playing on the Puck. He did handle the Axe last game. We have 5593 Owa on our Skywrath Mage. And lastly, the two heroes that we haven't actually introduced, Tucci on the Medusa. And lastly, we have RR on our Vengeful Spirit.
So it's going to be an aggressive try, but with a Medusa, leaving a Necrophos solo safe lane. Necrophos, of course, in a 1v1 matchup usually does fairly well, just because you can already see him skilling up the Heartstopper aura. The 1 point into it, maybe it's not going to be as massive, but you're not going to be regening all that much HP, or well, you're going to be reaching no HP for the Axe at the moment at least, but Axe's base regen is pretty nice, so doesn't have to worry that much about it, as Boombell totally missing it already once again. Chiro also gets stunned up, Arcane Bolts into the Nyx Assassin. One more Arcane Bolt coming off cooldown in 1 second. Never mind, doesn't even need it, just the attack does the trick. So 2 early kills going for Mineski, 1 in return as well, and First Blood was drawn by the Witch Doctor, so although Mineski gets 1 extra kill, at least Boombell is the one to draw First Blood.
Yeah, and that's actually a good thing as well, because Ola bought a teleport scroll for Tucci as well to just come into the lane pretty quickly. Because Tucci, he died and he literally had no more money. So good support play there from Masquerade Mage to help out the Medusa. Interesting for them to actually go for an aggressive tri-lane here with these 3 heroes. They're all relatively squishy if you look at them. Scarlet Mage, very squishy hero, very low strength gain. Vengeful Spirit, she's got decent armor, sitting at 4 for level 1. Whereas Medusa, she's put the first point into the mana shield. So but all these heroes so far have gone for defensive skill builds. Well, except for Scarlet Mage, who's got his Arcane Bolt, I guess.
It's a little bit weird, really, indeed, to start with the Mana Shield, because Mana Shield level 1 isn't even all that great. Whereas if you're fighting, Mystic Snake can do a hell of a lot early on, to be honest, even it being level 1. But at the moment the lane, they are taking advantage of that one. There is a sentry down now, which I think there was a ward before this blocking it. So they get the pull through, but getting a double pull through without it being contested is pretty hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, I guess another advantage to having a ranged hero for your main farmer is that if they're up against a melee hero, they can just harass them out with right clicks. Whereas a melee hero, if you want to even touch that ranged hero, you're going to have to come right in their face and just throw a couple of smacks. So the Kel's going to be playing safely because he's only got 1 more tango left. He's just chewed through another tree and he's got no healing salve. So he's going to have to rely on that healing ward once he hits level 2 if he wants to skill that up, or maybe he might just go for the Blade Dance. Who knows?
Looking quickly on the other lanes as well. Jay on the top lane 4 and 3 in last hit, so not doing as great. He 12 on 1, has been creep sweeping for some time mid lane. Cuckoo takes some damage as bottom lane. Tuichi, if they wanted to, they could have jumped on Boombell and Shiro, I think, there. But they're just farming up the Centaur instead and are gonna back off now, I think. Although Shiro, he's hanging around, only has level 2 or level 1 rather, so just the Impale there for him. Gonna get slowed down, Impales up RR, so he's not gonna get Magic Missile, but loses his life anyway. Paralyzing Cast gets some value, Blade Fury will come out, so no Magic Missile. At least could have used the Wave of Terror to get the minus armor on somebody. So Vengeful did absolutely nothing but soak an impale into his face and die.
Pretty much. I think the Nyx was actually trying to cut into the trees with a tango, but the gap wasn't actually quite big enough, so he kind of just tried to walk through the path that he thought he made, but in the end he just kind of turned around and was like, nope, I can't quite fit in there. So, unfortunately, Nyx died.
Looking at the Necrophos skill build at the moment though, has 2 points into Death Pulse, 2 into Heartstopper Aura, hasn't even picked up Sadist, which usually at least like 1 value point is pretty nice to get the regen, and now he's gonna get chased down by Hihi. Already has that Battle Hunger on him, now the Berserker's Call as well. The stun does come out though and doesn't lock out with the counter Helix in time, so Jay somehow is gonna survive this. RR at the right position at the right time, and suddenly there's the counter chase. Yeah, they're gonna have another Magic Missile, and that should secure the kill, I think, with the Heartstopper Aura helping out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's the kill. RR picks it for himself. Jay definitely needed this assistance, and Vengeful Spirit couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, that was probably the perfect timing for any support to come in there. Jay was so close to dying. I'm actually surprised that you mentioned that he has no points into Sadist. I thought maybe even 1 point just to give him that extra bit of regen when he actually CS's. It's, I don't know, I just feel like some players, they just seem to underestimate the power of even a level 1 into Sadist. Or 1 point, not level 1. Oh no, Jay, looks like he is going to be jumped on again here by Hihi, but it looks like it is just going to be a little bit of zoning here, so he is completely fine.
Did Jay just get the kill on a creep with the Heartstopper Aura? Was that how he got rid of that Battle Hunger? Because I don't think he went for an actual last hit there.
Yeah, I actually think he did. I don't know, I'm not too sure. Maybe Twitch chat actually saw. So guys, if you see anything, just let us know, because we miss things all the time, because... well, Couch has been casting all day, so if anything, guys, please give him a big thumbs up. Give him lots of McCappers just to show your support.
Yeah, got to raise the kappas per minute at the moment. We don't even have one, it feels like. Guys, you are a disappointment. Where are them kappas at? Bottom lane Boombell silenced up, but once again lacking a little bit of damage. Although Mystic Snake, one more attack, 17 HP. Boombell, not even close, I guess. Last game ball, Boombell. He's gonna go down over. Is he? He's not even gonna sacrifice his own life. Too fast. Boots on Skyriff Mage OP. Shiro also gonna have to back off, completely out of mana. So they get the kill. They don't even lose the Skyriff Mage. I was so certain the Skyriff Mage coming back for the kill is gonna die himself, but...
yeah, he has 0 armor, 24 plus 2 strength. So he's super squishy, but I'm surprised he survived. I didn't even know what happened there.
Oh,
but actually in the mid lane there is going to be an... yeah, it looks like my pro. Easy pick up there for Mineski. That was with the Dream Coil as well, so great pick up there for them.
I just wanted to comment that this game, Queen of Pain doing a hell of a lot better. I mean, last hit wise still is 29 to 20 as he gets another Berserker's Call. Battle Hunger on Jay once again. I do believe 2 counter Helix procs were even there, but he's gone for 2 points into Battle Hunger. On lane it might be nice, but later on you would like to have Berserker's Call, but he's silenced up now, can't go for another Berserker's Call. One more Arcane Bolt, that's all they need. They tried to chase down Jay, could have just gone for the easy kill. Now Berserker's Call does miss. Reaper's Scythe to get the extra 30 seconds of death time. And now, nice body blocking onto Shiro, but the Sonic Wave will even clip the Skyriff Mage. Jay on the run, but bottle is empty. Puck in the meantime will clean up a kill with the Haste Rune. If only he had the Dream Coil or a Silence or anything. Jay trying to hide behind the tree, but... well, nice attempt.
Oh no, they're actually gonna get the Puck as well. He's on the high ground. There's no way that Puck can actually get out. Gonna try and phase shift the poison damage, but unfortunately MyPro getting a triple kill there. That was a very cute play from the Necrophos. It was only this Observer Ward. Just this one
what
right
a convenient
here.
pause, and just blaming the year-based guys. How convenient.
You should have been expecting this, to be honest.
Oh, it maybe screwed over the Puck. Maybe thought the Illusion Herb is already over the hill there. But I have my doubts about Necrophos being able to escape that situation. So, I don't know. They're gonna try again at least. Signature, maybe they're unaffected by it. I think we had slight pauses because of year based in 5 Eva versus Mineski as well. Mineski, they were lagging, whereas 5 Eva, they were like, yeah, we're perfectly fine, we don't know. I guess Singapore is better than Philippines for internet and Dota connections and whatnot.
I don't know, I feel like just because the year beast, it's been affecting all the servers. It's been affecting the European servers, American servers. I don't know about Chinese servers.
It even makes the spectators lag sometimes, so that's how bad it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but well, I don't know. It just feels like I don't want to blame Valve. I feel like it's just been a bit of a disaster that it also impacts games like this. So hopefully they learn their lesson and they do something a little bit, I don't know, not so heavy for the servers. Servers are probably struggling as is. It's like hamsters in a cage.
I guess the growth of like Dota is coming in chumps as well, possibly, because there was a time that it didn't near the like 1 million mark. Suddenly goes over 1 million like concurrent users and whatnot. Of course, their servers by now should be used to close enough to 1 million. And of course, you always have to have like a little bit of breathing space. Have your holiday pants on or something.
Probably, probably. Who knows? Who knows?
So
Ah,
at least the game being paused, it's always gonna remind everybody who tuned in that my approach has got the triple kill.
probably.
It's like triple kill.
Ah,
He's on a killing spree. So Queen of Pain died like a minute and a half before this with the Dream Coil being used from the puck, but does come out, gets 3 kills in return, so who knows? Had she not died, maybe wouldn't have had a TP in the inventory, wouldn't have gotten those.
yeah, she may have still actually been in the mid lane if she didn't die. But who knows? I don't think she would have had a teleport scroll in her inventory to begin with, because a lot of the times mids, they don't really carry a
They
TP
slack.
scroll unless they go back to. It's like they have to run to those fights. They have to earn them. Anyways.
On the rare occasions
Uh,
I play Dota and happen to be in the mid lane and not in a supporting role, it's like you get your bottle, you get your boots, maybe a magic one depending on what you're up against, and just bring out the TP as fast as you can. I just like fighting, brawling, so carry TPs. Always carry 2 TPs if you can, just to make sure that if you
yes,
TP home, you're not gonna forget to just buy a new one.
absolutely. Definitely. 2 TP scrolls. Don't make the mistake of buying 1 TP scroll, TPing to the tower, finding out nothing's there, just farming, and then all of a sudden a fight happens up in the top lane 30 seconds later and you still have no TP scroll. That's I can't tell you guys how many times I've done it myself and I've unfortunately not been able to save my carry, my mid, my off lane, whatever it is. I play support all the time.
Well,
Stereotypical.
if you're a mid laner, at least you're gonna have gold for the TP scroll.
Yeah.
If you're a support, you might not have that luxury.
It's like, mid, please buy me TP scroll. No, you don't need it. You're a support.
I mean,
Okay, I'm
sometimes
sorry.
it's like you're a support, you're like, I would totally love to have boots, but I know shit is gonna go down on some lanes, so I kind of need the TP. Then you're like, screw it, the other lanes, they're gonna be fine for like an extra minute. You're gonna get your boots, and then the other lanes die. They're like, oh god.
It's like, best way to put it, it's like living on a college student's budget where you don't actually have that much money to spend. So you have to consider, do I buy this book for school or do I live on cup noodles for the next month? It's the best way for me to describe it. Just the budget of a support. I
Man,
guess it teaches you a very important skill, micromanaging your own money.
cup noodles are tasty, but only if you don't have excess amounts of those.
uh,
Plus, it's really bad for your health, like really bad.
Oh yeah, of course. But sometimes you gotta sacrifice your health for education or I guess paying off bills and everything. So you're gonna make sacrifices sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, you have to be smart about things. As long as you don't like sacrifice too much of your health, because of course it's probably not gonna get like as bad that you're getting into dying range or something.
Oh, probably not. If someone starts dying when they live on a diet of cup noodles, it probably tells you that the food's probably not up to health standards. That's what I'm getting from that.
Or somebody's just secretly poisoning you. I don't
Oh
know.
God. Just have your housemates like, hey, can you make my cup noodles tonight? Yeah, sure, man. I can make it for you for the rest of the week.
Well, it starts out with non-poisoning, but you just asked it too many times of him, so or her. So he's in the end like, yeah, I'll make her cup noodles, you bastards. So he puts like mercury in them or something.
Mercury. Oh God, you must really hate your housemate. You don't have a housemate.
No, I have my brother, so.
He's not a housemate though. He's family.
No, it's more like a housemate.
So, all right, I see how it is then.
I mean,
Family
it's not like we see
relationships.
that much of each other. I'm in my man cave, he's in his man cave, it's fine.
Oh God. Oh well. Hopefully we actually manage to get everyone back into the game, which we are going to have this current mate reconnecting
That
at
doesn't
this
mean
very
anything
moment.
though.
I know.
Even though everyone is connected to the game, they're still lagging most likely. Although somebody said 3 minutes. I would love to have like timestamps for the chat in game.
I am actually next to someone playing Dota at the moment, and apparently it is 0 second or 0 time remaining left for new bloom. So I don't know if the event is still gonna lag out the servers or not. So I thought that'd be something that'll be quite notable to mention.
I mean, I have no idea. There's supposedly like a site where you can track Yearby's timers or something. And
ZH says it's 2005.yearbeast.com. So the Yearbeast event actually has its own website.
probably just because people, they're going to check that, they're going to know when Yearbeast is, and they know not to touch the servers at that point in time. So they're not going to go into normal games or anything when that is going on.
Oh God, it's horrible. But hopefully we do get the unpause very shortly. I think the teams are just chilling at this stage.
Do you know like the cooldown on the Yearbeast? Is it 3.5 hours?
I'm gonna check for that. It's 3.5 hours. Yes, it
So
is just been put on the timer.
it just means that, or does it just mean that the current Yearbeast started now, or does the new timer start when like the old Yearbeast ends or something?
I think it just the new time. Sorry, the new timer starts. I believe when the year beast just closes. So it's going to be a bit of server lag, and then it comes to a point where I'll just tell you year beast brawl will begin in
Okay.
whatever time left. So
Yeah, I believe like one started at, oh, I'd say 22 minutes ago. Duration is 1200 seconds, which means 20 minutes, right? 1200 seconds is 20 minutes. So it should be over.
it should be. It doesn't mean it will be.
I mean,
remember,
this is
isn't
Southeast
there on
Asia,
Reddit?
so we don't really need the year beast to have lags.
Yeah, but wasn't there a game on Reddit that was like a 3 hour long year beast game? I don't know how you drag it for 3 hours.
It's a conspiracy.
Is it is it a legit game or was it like a farm game? I didn't actually get to take a look at it myself.
No, I don't check Reddit at all, so I have no idea what's going on.
I just saw it on the front page and I was like, oh, cool.
I'm
And I
like
just
really
closed.
probably the most noob Reddit user. I wouldn't even call myself a Reddit user because I really don't use Reddit. I don't check it at all. When somebody links it to me, that's
Really?
like all the Reddit I get. The same with 9gag. I don't check 9gag myself, only if somebody links it to me.
Oh, okay. Normally I just check there for updates. Just I like the people that post the Dota 2 updates on Reddit. It's just much easier. It's much more convenient. And I'm surprised that Valve doesn't actually
I
post
just check
theirs up
like
in a
Join Dota
simplified
or
version.
Goso Gamers for ongoing games which I'd like to watch, or if there are games that I would like to watch. And by checking the match ticker there, I also see if there are any like big news.
Yeah, it's nice to see some big news. A lot of the times, I just see conspiracy. It's like, this thing happened in this game, blah blah blah, and then you just see this giant post justifying one person's point of
Well,
view, and then there's like
sometimes,
another one with a counterpoint. So it's
sometimes
interesting
it's
to
nice
read.
for drama.
Yeah, I guess if you like drama, just go watch Korean drama. It's so much better than Reddit drama.
What is Korean drama? I have never ever seen an episode of it,
It's
but
it's
I know
I don't know.
a friend
It's got
who used to
it
cast with us
yeah.
from Taiwan. He also said that when he had like vacation, he just spent like most of it watching Korean drama. It's like, what is Korean drama?
It's got addictive qualities, but it's very strange. It's more or less the fact that you need to experience it yourself because it is a very unique experience. And
So
after
how
that
do I
first
get into
episode,
Korean drama? What do I have to search? Where do I
I
have
would
to
suggest.
search?
I have no idea, but I would suggest actually asking that person what would be your best first Korean drama, because your first Korean drama is a big step. It's a big milestone. It's not
It's a
something you take
life-defining
lightly.
moment.
Oh, yeah. I don't actually watch it that much myself. I think I got into one series, and then after that ended, I just stopped watching it in general because I couldn't find a Korean drama with the same quality of entertainment as that one I watched. So You probably wouldn't like it. It's way too romancy, so I'm not gonna suggest that one to you.
Fine then, fine. I'm gonna have to get my own Korean drama.
Yeah, you gotta find your own. It's like finding a pet. You have to find one that fits you.
So you either like it or it makes you suicidal, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much. You're either on the bandwagon or you're definitely off the bandwagon. You can't just like kind of stick a foot on and say, hey, I kind of like it. No. No.
Okay, so I'm
Why?
gonna have to suggest it to Mike Lores because he likes K-pop, so he probably likes Korean drama as well.
He probably does
Is
it.
there a
He probably
correlation
likes
between
it.
K-pop and Korean drama?
At the time that I was watching, I think I was a massive K-pop fan, and then all of a sudden when it became mainstream, I just dropped off. I
Oh,
hate
I have
mainstream
that
things.
with Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I
I
used to
never
read the
watched it and I
books.
refused to.
I read the books like way before the series even came out, and I was like, if I get to be a millionaire, I'm totally gonna have movies made of Game of Thrones. I was really like a massive fan. Then the
Yeah.
series came out, and it's like everybody started liking it. It's like, yeah, it's not that awesome anymore at all.
It's great that when you enjoy something no one else really does because it's just kind of a personal thing and then all of a sudden when everyone starts liking it it's like oh I don't have that personal
I
connection
mean,
with it anymore.
it's just that the first season came out, and lots of people are all of a sudden like, "Oh, Game of Thrones is so awesome." I'm like, "Well, maybe well, I wouldn't say soulmates, but like-minded. We're like-minded." It's like, "Have you read the books?" No. Screw you. Screw you. You know
Always
nothing.
I still need to read. No, okay, forgive me. I still need to read the Harry Potter series. I haven't.
Oh, I
I
need to
think
read
I've
those
only
as well.
read one. I've only read one book, but I think I couldn't get past. I can never get past when Harry's still living with his adopted parents. I don't know. It's just. It's so boring at that stage. I just can't bypass it, and I can't
So
stand it.
you want your books interesting from the start.
Pretty much. I am very difficult to please in terms of entertainment. That's why I don't watch TV, I don't watch series, I watch very few movies, so very hard to please. Oh, I don't know how I got into Dota, but I don't know. I play it now.
Very good that you specified in where you were hard to please. Always good.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Feeding the trolls in Twitch chat. But we
Oh,
are still paused. We
please.
haven't had an update for quite some time now. The last time we talked about Year Beast was already 6 minutes ago. So time is flying when you're having fun. I
We hope
mostly
so.
love that it's the last game of the day. Would hope to get things wrapped up, but at least we've had some pretty nice Southeast Asian Dota so far, so I'm not complaining about it going a little bit longer as long as they provide entertainment to us.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice for us as well. We just have a bit of a break while the games goes on. It's I don't know. I kind of like casting nonstop, but then there's times where you just kind of wish, can I have that 5 minute break? Can I just a bit of a break to not just rest my voice, get my brain together because it's probably all over the wall at this stage from just being blown away by some of the plays. So
It's
I've
mind
recollected
blasting.
myself.
Mind
Oh
blasting.
yeah.
Okay, so
Ah,
I just wish we had any kind of update about whether they're still lagging, whether Necrophos. Well, Necrophos does reconnect now, so that's nice, a good sign. It's a divine sign. I don't know. Hopefully.
I hope it's a good sign. Everyone is reconnected, so I think everyone's just having a bit of a chill. Maybe the manager's getting drinks. Oh, is this it? Does it go call? Packet loss. Okay. My hopes and dreams crushed.
G does not stand for packet loss. G, what are you saying? He didn't mean packet loss.
Ah,
It's really impossible to say as well when it will stop. But it's probably
yeah.
gonna go on for a little while longer, if nothing else. It's not like we have that much to talk about game-wise, because it's only lasted for 6.5 minutes. It's not like there's any massive item progression.
Oh, a divine rapier has been picked up by the witch doctor.
I would love to see a Divine Rapier. That's one thing this tournament has been missing so far.
Yeah, we do have a potential hero to pick up the divine rapier, and it is going to be this Medusa. Now it
I thought
depends.
to say Nyx Assassin. Go
Oh,
go in
yeah.
with the vendetta, kill people.
No, I would like to see an E-blade on Assassin. Oh goodness. Actually, I would like, in all honesty though, I would like to see an E-Blade on Queen of Pain. We don't typically see it that much anymore.
Yeah, it's because an indirect nerf by buffing the Sonic
Yeah.
Wave.
Yeah, unfortunately.
How imbalanced would it be if E-Blades also just boosted pure damage?
I think to an extent that'd be too overpowered in all honesty.
Yeah, but how too overpowered would it be?
Well, if you think about it, Sonic Wave, I'm pretty sure she is going to go, well, my pro is going to go for an Aghanim Scepter. So Aghanim's Sonic Wave, it does 625, I believe.
575.
With the Aghanim, sorry.
Yeah, Queen
Level
of
3
Pain.
Ags. Yeah,
Yeah,
625?
575 should be, I think, pure. Yeah, 575.
Okay, and then
It
if
used
you
to be
buff that up.
625 for the Access Culling Blade threshold with a level 3 Aghanims.
Oh, hang on, I've been reading the Queen of Pain. I was reading the Scepter upgrade damage instead of the normal damage. Oh, never mind. Please ignore me, I think I've melted my brain. I'm ready to go to bed when I get home. Oh my goodness. But that is quite a bit of damage. Then you pop that on top of the E-Blade. Now you also have to take into consideration the amount of damage the E-Blade is going to throw out onto the enemy. So, I don't know, level 16 Queen. I don't even know what stats the Queen of Pain's going to have at that stage. So let's just make the assumption that E-Blade does 200 damage on its own.
It's probably safe to say.
Yeah, 200, and then it's a amplified 40%.
So if it's an Aghanim's buffed Sonic Wave, which should do 575 damage, if it's buffed by 40%, that would mean an extra
It's like 200.
220, 230 damage extra. Which means,
So that'd be
let's say 800 damage then, pure.
800 damage pure plus the two. It's like 1k damage. But that's not all of it's pure though,
Plus there's a
because you're gonna
Sonic
have
Wave.
the magic. Oh, I guess in the Scream of Pain, Scream of Pain as well.
Oh yeah, Scream of Pain, right, yes.
Yeah.
Sonic
And
Waves.
maybe
Shadow Strike helping out a little bit. Then there's, well, I guess Blade Fury isn't that great. So in this lineup it isn't that great. What you can always do, of course,
Yeah.
is go E-Blade on Necrophos. Have the ultimate do even more damage.
yeah, you can actually do that. I remember there's a cheeky build you can actually do with the Necrophos. I think it's a Dagon build with him. So you just burst them down with the Dagon. It's pretty much does enough damage to bring them down with the Reaper's Scythe. I don't think he's going to go in that direction though, because if he did, he'd probably go for a Null Talisman as his first pickup, followed up by a Staff of Wizardry in the recipe. Because normally, if you want to go for something like that, you'd like to rush it as soon as possible, because it loses its effectiveness the more tanky these heroes become. So Queen of Pain, even the Nyx Assassin, he's going to get pretty tanky himself. Obviously, Witch Doctor could be literally prime beef walking around this game, so he would be a nice little juicy target if they want to jump onto him. But I don't know. I think it's just going to be a typical Necrophos game. He is going to go for treads first. I was wondering why the glove of haste was there, but that was like, oh, belt of strength as well. Probably bought it when he died anyway. So
Yeah, I think so. If you're dead and you drag it into the inventory, it combines them when you respawn. So
Yeah.
I went over that phase as well when the port started. I was like, what's he building? What's he building? Magic.
too many items in inventory. Messed up. Oh my goodness. Pack it off,
So
please.
we have some great, at least, information provided to us from Twitch chat. A baby is
Ooh.
born in Pakistan every 7 seconds.
Oh. Overpopulation?
Depends. It depends how many people die every 7 seconds there.
Actually, yes, that is true too, because that probably is going to include quite a bit of children. That is a very neat square. Props to that witch doctor.
Steady hands. Must be
Very
a pre-med
steady
student.
Probably a surgeon in the making.
Probably. Only reason.
Oh
I mean,
god.
if I try to do a square like that, it would be all over the place.
Well, unfortunately, you can't see casts. Oh wait, you can see them, but mine looks awful. That looks like a cup.
At least the lines are rather straight, if not, like, I don't even know how to say it. The lines weren't like wobbly, but they
Yeah.
were. horizontal, vertical? Yeah, they weren't vertical.
But it was like a foam cup. That's what I drew.
God damn, I suck at this.
Oh.
On my screen, of course, people won't see it properly anyway, mostly because for some reason when you draw yourself, it's gonna draw like extra lines on the minimap.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the triangle.
So if I do like an S, it's gonna be God knows what though. Okay, this isn't that bad, but it has like, I'd say 200 unnecessary lines in there as well somehow.
Oh, what have we become? We're drawing on the minimap for entertainment. It's yeah. You kind of think about it, it's like, oh.
If the pauses last for long enough, it always gets to a point, or well, if you cast it for a almost entire day anyway, and then there's like lots of pauses you have to fill with filler content, it gets to a point when you're getting like hysterical almost. So at least you're having fun, but whether it's entertaining for others is another question.
We'll figure out in about 5 minutes because we are sitting on a 5-minute stream delay.
In Australia, there are more kangaroos than people. Is that a fact? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Twitch chat officially lies now. So that was the same guy who said that in Pakistan every 7 seconds a baby is born. So he's just a filthy liar. Well, that may be true, but since he lied about the second fact, then I can't trust the first one either.
Oh dear. Oh dear, what's his name?
Yusuf.
Actually, let's not call out. That's mean. Let's not call out. If people on Twitch, they'll figure out who it is, and they can, I don't know, they can throw the Kappa bombs at him if they really want to.
The city of Melbourne, Australia, used to be called Batmania.
Bat.
That's good. I have to hand it to him. He's getting better at this.
He's getting better at lying.
Well, this I wouldn't consider a lie. This was a troll. I went through this same thing with Mike Loris as well. I don't consider it lying if it's trolling. But if you're like going for facts, sometimes it's just lying because it's straight out a lie. It's not the truth. But trolling, unless if it's not malicious, is just trolling, not lying. Even if it doesn't hold truth in it.
Yeah, it just kind of has its own meaning. Trolling, it's a very special word. Very special word for us gamers.
So Axe reconnects. Of course, he's been like disconnecting and reconnecting throughout the entire day anyway. But I just wish that they gave it at least a try, if nothing else. Just unpause for a minute. Check how it goes.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see the status of some of these players, if they're still getting packet loss, or actually it's going to go, please.
I think like one thing we haven't even discussed is Lakels. He's gone for 2 points into Blade Fury on the Juggernaut. That's kind of uncommon these days.
It is, I think. Oh no, it's unplayable. But
how do you know? How do you know you're not even playing it?
I don't know. I think they're just checking their ping and they're getting packet loss. So.
Maybe the ping doesn't update before you unpause. Who knows? They should try.
That's some positive thinking there. But I think the only reason he's leveled up the Blade Fury is that it's giving him cheap damage. Because for the moment, he's not really getting too much farms. If he needs to actually jump on any of these heroes for the kill, then at least he can actually rely on the Blade Fury to do some reliable damage compared to the fact that he needs to believe in RNGs for the Blade Dance crits. Even though the Juggernaut actually runs relatively quickly, he's going to be magic immune when he's in the Blade Fury. So reliable damage as well as magic immunity, I would definitely take that up in a lane that has 2 very magic reliant supports.
I guess it's not that bad. Of course you don't get extra duration onto it. I think Blade Fury is mostly going to be nice if, I guess, in a similar situation when you're kind of prone to go for clashes or fight. And as long as you have like disables or slows on your own side as well to make sure that the Blade Fury actually gets like 100% uptime out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go towards actually putting the points into Blade Fury. It could be an accident for all we know. But I don't know. If anything, you can ask Lakels and say, hey man, why'd you put 2 points into Blade Fury at level 5? And I'm pretty sure he'd be pretty glad to tell you why.
I'm just looking towards Twitch chat for more fun facts, but looks like we're not getting any more. God damn, people, be creative! Because by this point, we can't anymore. Oh. Okay, we just got the fact. He was mind reading me, mind meld. In Victoria, Australia, only a licensed electrician is allowed to change a light bulb. That actually can be true.
It sounds absurd, but
because
I guess.
I know in Estonia as well, in theory, you should. Maybe not in Estonia, but I know in England or something, it's like people are like, when a light bulb breaks, they actually call electricians. And I think at least if when I still went to high school, there was like a topic that in theory they like teachers and whatnot shouldn't be, or at least they aren't by the law allowed to change a light bulb by themselves. They should call somebody, but that's just like the most retarded thing ever. Because it's a light bulb. It's not like we're creating like black holes using antimatter or something. I don't know.
I don't know. In all honesty, I don't change light bulbs anyway. I think the only light bulb I change is the lamp next to my laptop. But aside from that, I don't really change light bulbs. So I cannot give you any reliable information as to whether or not that is true. So I don't live in Victoria. I live on the western side of Australia. So yeah, I guess we have different.
Well, one thing that should be a fact is that Australia has way too many spiders, right?
There are plenty of spiders, but I guess it's more or less where you live. If you live in the more suburban areas, you're just gonna see, I don't know, obviously a lot less spiders. If you live in the bush, you're gonna get the giant spiders, you're gonna get the giant hairy ones that just
nasty.
Pretty nasty. It comes to a point where I'm just not afraid of spiders anymore. I'll see people and they'll see, I don't know, a cockroach or a cricket, and they'll just like scream. They'll kind of run into the wall. I look at it. I literally walk into the bathroom, I grab tissue paper, and I literally just try and pick up the thing and throw it outside. It's wonderful. What?
Well,
He's actually got to go?
Well,
Oh, no,
this has been going on for God knows how long. Plus, this was scheduled to start at 11 CET, which is, what do you know, 4.5 hours away from this point. So I wouldn't blame if anybody of them like had other engagements or other, I don't know, commitments. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Commitments.
So hopefully we can actually have He playing for the majority of the game. Otherwise, we might have to remake with a stand-in, or maybe even they might even have to call for a forfeit. Who knows?
That would really blow. I mean, really, because we got to the third game, we finally have a proper best of 3. The other best of 3 we had going to 3 games was only because the second game was a forfeit because the team didn't show up in time. So
really?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Arcanis played Signature yesterday, only one game because that was also extremely delayed, and Arcanis had to go for the Summit qualifiers. And they actually would have been able to play game number 2, but Signature at that point, also they were like, we can't play, sorry, good luck in next match. So they just rescheduled it to today's morning, where Signature showed up 40 minutes late, so Arcanis got the default win for game 2. So yeah, we've only had one game go to 3, or one best of 3 series go to 3 games, apart from this one, and even that had only 2 games played.
Oh man, Havoc going anywhere. Oh, hang on, 5 minutes. I still got pack the last go. Okay, so it looks like we are gonna play. What is Puck's gender? I thought
It's an it.
Puck was an it. Yeah.
Everybody knows. Duh. Johnny Bunny, Chubby Bunny, please.
Is that a joke? I'm pretty sure Puck is an it, even though Puck has a female voice actor. I think his lore was just an it.
There are a lot of its in this game because if you don't wear clothes and you don't have genitals, you're an it.
I think the only exception was Winter Wyvern. She is labeled as a she. So, but Phoenix is an it. Puck's an it. Are there any more its?
I know the Donkey Courier is an it. I've had pauses where I showcased.
You
Donkey
actually
Courier.
checked? You actually checked?
Yeah, pauses. What can I say? Oh, we haven't even checked the couriers. Do we have anything fancy? No, not really. Yeah. There is a boar courier probably in it as well, although it's, I guess courier, a boar can't be in it. Maybe it can. Since it has wings, so it's not real anyway, so it's in it.
It could be a he. I don't know about the.
Look at his stomach. Like, what the hell is that? It's like.
Oh, what? Whoa, that's like a pouch. Marsupial.
It's a small anvil. It's an anvil for something. I don't know.
I think that's the animation glitch. In all honesty, I didn't.
I know you need an anvil when a hero purchases items on the courier which are gonna combine, so the courier has to combine them somehow, so he hammers them together. Makes perfect sense.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if you want to win your game, definitely purchase a boar. It has a free anvil, so it will combine your items for you. You do not have to build them yourself. Oh god.
It just saves time. That's it.
I thought it was the marsupial, then it maybe had like a secret extra inventory slot, so instead of having the 6, it could just deliver a secret 7th item.
But it doesn't look like you can like put anything into it.
I think it's like you have to like
or
really
maybe
shove
you
it
should
in
go
there.
to the doctor and get it checked.
That too. I don't know, maybe it's pregnant? Just... No, I'm not even going to bother trying anymore, it's just getting absurd. Even the arms, if you look at the arms as well, the arms are deformed as well.
It's a poor deformed flying pig.
Oh god.
Look at his eyes as well, he's crazed at the same time. I mean, he's crazy, that is.
It's like, he looks at you. Help me!
So, our favorite statsman from the chat, he asked for my country, so soon enough we're gonna get some great stats about Estonia.
What? What?
Never mind. Never mind. This pause has officially lasted a minimum of 35 minutes now. 35 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Minimum.
Did you read the stat about jellyfish?
Oh no. Oh.
Jellyfish, or jellies, as scientists call them, are not fish. They have no brain, heart, and no bones.
All I know about jellyfish is that if you want to commit suicide and you want to be an organ donor, go into a bathtub, get jellyfish in there, and get electrocuted.
That's a bit kinky. But anyway, so you're
No,
gonna jump straight
it's
into
from
the
a
game.
movie with Will Smith.
Really?
Yeah. 7 pounds is the movie.
I'm not gonna look that movie up just for the sake of my sanity.
No, it's a really good movie. I wouldn't want to spoil any of the plot or anything, but it's a heartwarming movie.
Well, guys, in Twitch, definitely take a look at that movie. Give it a rating. Post your
Twitch
reviews
chat
on.
definitely likes heartwarming stuff.
Post your reviews on Couch's Twitch page. That would be pretty awesome. Let me know if it's any good. Maybe I'll take
started.
a look.
Nobody's complaining yet. Maybe they're just gonna power through the lag, because to be honest, being paused for that long is... It just doesn't make sense, to be honest. Just forfeit if it's going that long, or just play 4 versus 5, I don't know, because it is really silly to be like paused for 40 minutes.
Yeah, but it doesn't help. Actually, there is going to be a Dream Coil in the middle lane. Shiro looks like he is a target. He actually pops despite Carapace in time, but looks like he will survive. Actually going to throw the stun as well onto Cuckoo. He's able to phase out though, so he will be able to survive. And actually, Shiro definitely going to be picked up there by this Scarith Mage. But actually, Axe did not get... Oh no, I just heard other things. Although almost dying in the jungle. I think he's going to slam dunk. Oh, actually, you can slam dunk this thing.
Lakels, please! What you doing to us?
Oh my gosh.
But he is dropping low. Of course, at the same time, RR, he's under the effects of Maledict. He is boxed in as well. He has 1 tango, but even if he is the tango, he is guaranteed dead with Lakels coming in from the other side to just meet up with him. So Axe gets some nice farm, but of course has 2 deaths to his name as well, so not that much gold. Definitely not gonna be as fast as the Blink Daggers were on Mineski's axes in the previous 2 games. But even so, is he also number 1 in net worth? Nope, he is not, because of the triple kill Queen of Pain got from before. But Axe, still reasonable farm on him so far.
Yeah, it's... I would love to have more to say. It's just... The game started.
And
Just
the
for a
game
minute.
stopped.
and then it stopped. So it's just the momentum. It
We
starts.
got like
it
what,
stops,
1
it
minute
stops,
of...
it stops. It starts.
1
It was
minute 20
literally a minute.
seconds. I think 1 minute and 18 seconds was the
It was
playtime.
a
I'm
minute.
gonna... Yep, I remembered correctly. We were paused at 6 minutes 33 seconds, so we got 1 minute and 18 seconds of pause time. So if you look at it like that, do the simple math, the equations, 1 minute and 18 seconds of playtime equals 20 minutes of pause time. Okay, maybe not that much. If we had 6.5 minutes of playtime and let's say 40 minutes of pause, that means for every minute of playtime there is about 6 to 7 minutes of pause. So we're going to be paused for like 7 minutes now.
Caster's curse. You gotta take that back now. You gotta take that back.
I can't take back the truth.
Oh god.
I
I'm
will
gonna be
not
stuck in
lie
there
to the
forever.
chat.
Come on, like health. Please come back for my sanity. Oh. But for the moment it is, if they follow the same time zone as me, I am in Malaysia at the moment, GMT plus 8, should be
It's
10:35.
Yeah, 10, yes.
Yeah, so
It's not
10
that
at
bad.
night for these guys. It's not bad, but they've been playing for so long, you've been casting for so long, I'm bummed.
It's really, if it would be actually casting, it wouldn't be all bad. You would still be able to just keep it rolling, but since it's really us talking absolute nonsense, it's a little bit worse. But now,
Yeah.
game unpaused once again for an unknown period of time. Hopefully, infinitely unpaused. Or no, I take that back. Because if I say hopefully it's infinitely unpaused, I'm not too sure, but it probably can be interpreted as if it gets paused again, it's not going to get unpaused because it already was infinitely unpaused. I don't know. Somehow I started thinking of that.
Let's just say we would like the game to remain as is. But for the moment, my pro, he's doing pretty well. Even though he died once, he's gotten 4 kills on the back of that 1 death. So Queen of Pain, slowly snowballing, but is he going to maintain the momentum? It's hard to say. It's still relatively early. He is level 9 though at 8 minutes into the game. So he's getting his levels relatively quickly. He's sitting at the river though, waiting for someone to come into that lane, and looks like Venture Spirit is going to be food here. Never mind, she actually TP'd up into the top lane. Actually, the Scream didn't miss those heroes. Jade definitely going to die, so that's going to be the slam dunk. And Medusa able to get out in time, but did that Sonic Wave hit the Medusa?
It hit the Medusa, but missed on the Necrophos, I think.
Ah, so they
Just
actually
because
committed to the Necrophos.
It starts as a cone, so early on it's a little bit... I mean, the width of it isn't as huge. So, of course they get the kill anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Although, had it landed, maybe they would have had the time to also chase down the Medusa. I mean, Medusa is level 5, so no Stone Gaze to really stop anything, and only level 5, 9.5 minutes in. Of course,
Yeah, it's not too bad though. It's not too bad. They're going to be jumped on. Can he survive? Actually going to throw the Berserker's Call for the extra armor, so it looks like he might be able to. We'll have to see. And looks like there's going to be a definite kill on the Scarith Mage. And well, Axe, he is able to live for another day. Scarith Mage is going to pay with his life, and Medusa just going to hide behind the tower. So, this tower though...
gonna continue the snowball while at it at the same time. Just gets himself another kill there. Gonna force Medusa not to farm. They're also pressuring the tier 1 quite heavily as tier 1 top lane gets denied, so that's a nice sign for Mineski. But Lakels has the Omni Slash now, so whoever comes up on this lane has to be extremely careful, because Omni Slash, even with a phase shift being level 1, might not be enough for the puck to survive there.
Yeah. Jay, he's gone for the Staff of Wizardry actually as his first pickup, so do you think this is actually going to be a Dagon? Because typically if you want to go for an Ags Rush on a Necrophos, you would go for the point booster, because it's more cost efficient. Unless he actually bought the Staff of Wizardry before he died, so that at least used his gold up before he possibly lost it. Oh, Atos is actually a possibility.
It's not too uncommon of an item to see on Necrophos. This game, it's gonna be like so in value. They don't really have any like melee heroes that really need to stay on target, for example. But it's still gonna be nice. Maybe there's gonna be like Link and Spear somewhere along the way for somebody. Atos, great to pop those. Also gives you a reasonable amount of tank, extra mana pool as well. It's not like a horrible item in any game, I think.
Yeah. So we are going to get a smoke actually from Mineski. Both supports going to have the smokes popped, or I'm not too sure what it is, but they're going to jump right onto the Witch Doctor. Very easy pickup. Even going to use the Reaper Scythe as well, so he is going to have the extra 30 seconds to his death timer, so even though he is level 6, he's going to be dead for, not forever, but for quite some time.
So they finally get something else going for them. Shay now also being on the bottom lane, just gonna try to push down this tier 1, almost down to half HP as it is. So maybe not that hard to accomplish. Axe though, with the blink there, could quite easily blink in and just get a surprise jump on Mineski.
Yeah, he is going to TP into the trees. Yeah.
Oh, they have sentries though, they know Shiro is there, silenced up as well. Spike Carapace cannot be used, and with the magic missile, kill secured. Omnislash though, with the Mask of Madness helping out. Berserker's Call, it's only support, but I think they're gonna catch RR as well. Slowed down, dunked up, and can they go for more Dream Coil? Lands onto Tula, kills, drop slow, gets the healing ward down. Kill the healing ward, Cuckoo. Healing ward is the enemy. They finally take it down, but kills is alive, blink away from the Queen of Pain, and everybody else should be fine.
Yeah, and they even pop a smoke as well, just so that they can't chase them. So, well, there was some good plays there from Signature Trust. They didn't really lose anybody. They got 2 free supports, and well, unfortunately for Mineski, Dream Coil wasn't really quite enough to secure any of the heroes, and nice healing ward pick up there from the Necrophage, but they don't really have any items to close the gap, and oh my goodness, they miss out on a kill. Tucci picked up by the Axe. That's going to be a very dead Medusa, and actually lets me jump in. Mypro taking lots of damage. He's already dead. Queen of Pain getting a little bit cocky there. Mega kill streak going in the way of the puck, and they're going to chase up the Hee now, but do they have anything to close the gap? No, they don't. And actually, Shiro, he was going to pop the stun onto Cuckoo, but, well, Phase Shift was going to cancel that out, and there, yeah, that's pretty much about it for that engagement. But, well, Queen of Pain, I'm not too sure what happened down there.
Just blinking, Ancient Seal, death. Easy. Bottom lane, whoa! Caught the, well, pretty much the hero going down there. So that was Vendetta coming in, getting the Impale and the Death Ward being used. So Necrophos down, kill score 12 to 12. Had this game not been paused, would be a pretty exciting game. I mean, 1 or 2 kills per minute almost.
Yeah. Well,
Puck gets his Blink Dagger now, so that's going to be excellent for them. Maybe it's going to be just a counterbalance for the Axis Blink Dagger on the enemy side.
yeah, well, if you look at Mineski, they don't really have anyone to provide any counter initiation. So Cuckoo, he's going to be the main initiator, main counter initiator, so he's going to have to really think about his positioning during the fights, because that silence of his, it's going to play a crucial role in cancelling out some of the spells, catching out heroes that try and jump into the middle of the fight. So we'll see how Cuckoo wants to go about with the puck, if he wants to be aggressive, play defensively. I want to see what he wants to go for as a second pickup. Is he going to go for the standard Yule Scepter, or is he going to go for something a little out of the ordinary to either give his team a little bit more control, a little bit more damage, whatever they need? I think they're pretty okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes to the Yule Scepter to cancel out what could be a... Actually, it's not going to be an Orchid on the Queen of Pain, it is going to be a Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, it's either Lincoln's, maybe even a straight out Hex as Medusa takes some damage. Omnislash level 1 still, but it's gonna be enough with the help of the double damage and the Mask of Madness, of course. Solo kills, gets a solo kill. Mid lane, Mypro gets silenced. Dream coiled up as well. Berserker's Call tries to buy some time. Death Ward into Cuckoo. He's gonna get impaled up by the next assassin. Queen of Pain does get the blink away, and 3 heroes down for Mineski all of a sudden.
Yeah, 2 of them dying in the mid lane, and we did witness the death of the Medusa up in the top lane. So Mineski getting picked apart. They wanted to try and initiate onto the Queen of Pain there, but Axe, he was ready to save his teammates. So he counter-initiating, and actually there is a stun onto and actually, are they going to die for the kill? They don't even need to. The call was able to keep them in place, and that's going to be the death of that Scarab Mage. Turned into a roast turkey, unfortunately. He is very squishy, so he can't really survive a lot of the damage coming out of Signature Trust.
Mypro is also the one to just finish up this tier 1 now. So gets a little bit of extra gold on the Queen of Pain, up to 1.5k. So whether it be Sheepstick or Lincoln Sphere, if it's a Lincoln's, it's going to go for the Perseverance soon enough, so we're going to find out. Or maybe purchases the recipe for the Lincolns. If it's a Hex, of course, going to hold on to the Mystic Staff first, I believe. So still, whichever item it is, he's not all that far away from either one really. Lakels also up to 1.7k gold, finishes up. Yeah, it's gonna be a Yasha, just needs the Band of Elven skin now. Axe has an Ogre Club, working towards a BKB, maybe an Aghanims. Blink Dagger also being worked on by Nyx Assassin. Rod of Athos is finished on Necrophos though, so was the Athos after all.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice tool for kiting some of the heroes, especially the Axe, even the Juggernaut, when he actually doesn't have the spin available. So it is going to be a nice tool, but unfortunately it doesn't pierce magic immunity. If it did, then, well, I think Atos would be a first item pickup for a lot of these heroes, especially against those BKB carriers, and they are going to smoke around. Are they going to find anybody, though? They're trying to use Tucci as a bait, but, well, Signature Trust, they don't really have anyone nearby. Though, he is going to come into the mid lane. Will he jump on Tucci? Is he going to take the bait?
Not for now, though. Wave of Terror does not clip the Axe, so he's going to be able to blink in. Oh, the illusion bait of the Necrophagy. In a hell of a lot of trouble. Sonic Wave, Splento, Aura, drops low. They get the 1 kill. Axe even buys back for this, and suddenly another Omni Slash. This time around, it was level 2. 3 heroes down again. Yes, Axe bought back for this, and well, they didn't really even need the Axe, but they're going to get the Berserker Skull. I guess they did need the Axe in the end anyway. Sorry, Axe, for even doubting you. But they're going to get the kill on Puck. Just too much mobility, too many blinks. 5 heroes down for an Axe.
I have one word to describe that engagement, and I don't know.
Does it start with an R? Does it start with an R?
No. It was baited. Okay. It just felt like a massive bait. Like, it looked like Mineski was actually going to have the upper hand of that engagement because Axe called a illusion. But unfortunately for them, they just lost so many heroes. They don't have the control to deal with everything. And actually, are they going to try and go for a steal here? Looks like they aren't able to. No blink daggers, no nothing. They could have tried to go for a swap with the Venge, but I think she would have died in the end.
At the time anymore. He needed to go for the swap straight after that Wave of Terror if he wanted to, but goes for the swap now, although he still gets the blink out. RR so low on health, as is Jay now. Just easy kills. They're bleeding heroes. Well, they will lose the Aegis now, so at least that's good. Aegis was there for a whooping, what, 15-20 seconds? But
yeah,
still getting kills with it, and I doubt this tier 1 will stand for too long. Of course, never mind. Signature. TPing out. No, not TPing out with a couple of heroes. Cancelling their TPs with a couple of heroes instead.
I was going to say, if they didn't actually push the tower, then, well, I think they missed out on an objective. But MyPro going to come in from the backlines. Cuckoo looks like he is the target. That tasty little fairy dragon sitting on only 900 HP. Can MyPro burst him down, though? 30 seconds for the Sonic Wave. I think he wants the Scarlet Mage instead. He's down at about 600. He's thinking about it. He's slowly edging forward towards his prey. Don't do it! Don't do it, Oa! It's a trap!
Well, if he escapes the trap, it's going to be awesome. Spring and escape it, although the silence, the slow one to X as well.
Wow.
Oh god! They'll counter bait, I guess is real. He's going to lose his life. Berserker Skull does not help up against those arcane balls. MyPro still in the invis, doesn't even want to reveal himself, although another Omni Slash is going to be there, but doesn't have the cleave, of course, to really kill them off. Now MyPro reveals himself, gets silenced up. Probably gonna lose his life, or is he? Yes, he is. So 4 heroes down, they lose like kills as well. Necrophos ends an unstoppable streak. Yeah, just get tier 1 and back off, maybe.
Just crown Cuckoo the Puck King. That was a beautiful initiation. He got a 3-man Dream Coil as well as silencing all 3 as well. They were so clumped up as well, and they just picked him up one by one. Oh my god. Mineski, we've got to be very happy about that. Someone give this Puck a pat on the back. That was phenomenal.
That was for you doubting him.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, you're like, don't go, Puck. He just waited. He was the perfect, I don't know, tiger, cat. It was more like a tiger than a cat because that pounce was massive.
It's not a fairy dragon anymore.
He's an actual dragon now? He got promoted to dragon!
He got promoted to dragon. I would actually like to see some fan art to promote Puck into an actual dragon. Oh.
That person would have to be pretty creative, because if you look at that fairy dragon, you don't really think of an actual dragon.
No, not at all. Not with the voice that he has either. I don't think he has the best voice for an actual dragon, but well, let's see if he can do anything. He is on the hunt again.
In the meantime.
Don't want to.
Just the flatlining for the pause. And suddenly there's an heartbeat. Tuk tuk.
We have a heartbeat? Oh my goodness. Actually looks like the side of a cliff, in all honesty. Just one step and all of a sudden it's all downhill. So it looks like we are going to have a smoke gank here coming up from Signature Trust. They are going to have the Nyx Assassin as their first hero. He is in his Vendetta. He's got Blink Dagger available as well, so if he needs to, just blink into position and throw down that Impale. But will it connect? We won't know until this gank actually happens. They are going to go through the north, and they are going to run into 2 supports. is the Venge as well as the Scarlet Mage, and actually, can they get them? Shiro gonna pop the Spike Carapace, actually. You probably thought that there was an Observer Ward there, or even a Sentry Ward. Chop onto the Necrophos, so Necrophos is dead. There is gonna be the Death Ward as well. Actually, beautiful cancel out there by the Puck, so Bombshell. He's actually not dead, he's still surviving. Cuckoo stunned in place, actually gonna have to throw the Dream Coil out, and Medusa trying to do whatever damage he can. And actually, there is no ultimate available on him either. He actually already used it in this stun. Beautiful swap to actually keep him alive for a little bit longer. Actually, did not connect. That pause. That pause. X, Y, X, bliss.
So the Sonic Wave did clip Twitchy there. Just barely though. Didn't hit on the Vengeful Spirit, but they really don't need additional help to kill off the Vengeful anyway, I think. So far, excellent fight. 3 heroes down. They managed to survive Mineski's ultimates. Stone Gaze did serve a small purpose, but the Paralyzing Cask, I don't think it got like the maximum amount of bounces, but it got a minimum of 5 bounces, and it even followed the Puck there just as he Dream Coiled. So,
yeah.
Fight's going well. Probably they're going to lose 2 more heroes. Puck, he should be safe and sound though, unless he really wants to go back in, which hopefully he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't. He's very low. He's got no Dream Coil. He can't really kill anyone on his own, so I would rather he just go to the secret shop, just buy a teleport scroll and leave. And well, we are going to get scribbles all over the map. Axe, he's pinpointing the location of Cuckoo. So Medusa is down, and Venture Spirit is going to be the next one to go down. Are they going to find the Puck though? He's going into the secret shop. He needs to fly a little bit faster. Can he get out with his little wings? He buys a TP. Oh, it's on cooldown for 26 seconds.
What are you saying? Dragons don't have little wings. He's a dragon now.
He got demoted.
Oh man, back to Fairy Dragon, that blows.
I wanted to mention, I think I'm losing my vocabulary. I just keep saying actually. So guys, if you have any drinks, if I say actually, just go take a drink, it's fine. I'm gonna
You
try
don't
and
want
limit
you don't want us to lose viewers though.
How's
Of
it
course.
losing viewers?
It's nice to be honest to have a drinking game of sorts. I mean,
Oh,
it's
HeflaTV.
in my opinion, it's not nice to drink, but the thing
It's
or the
okay
thought
in
of having a
moderation.
drinking game about you is kind of flattering, to be honest.
Uh,
Maybe I'm just weird, but signature now. They are gonna have a Hex on My Pro. I do believe one additional item was picked up on somebody. BKB was definitely finished on Lakel's, so they have that going for them. Also, they're gonna have a BKB soon-ish on the Axe. Whereas, do we
I'm
have anything from
surprised.
Mineski? Necrophos has a blink, but oh, swap. No, My Pro blinks out. It's fine.
I'm actually surprised they went for a BKB on the Juggernaut. In all honesty, he hasn't really been very easy to kill. The only time he was picked off was when their entire team was Dream Coiled, silenced up, and well, he was one of the only ones left. So, I don't know, maybe he just wants the extra magic immunity, because if you look at Mineski's lineup, they've only got the... Actually, there is going to be the BKB actually going to be popping up the Stone Gaze, and well, is it going to really help? Unfortunately, it's not. So Lakel's going to start whacking ahead onto the Necrophos, and all Necrophos can do is just going to have to run away, throw the Atos, and there's a spin to cancel out the Atos effect. And actually, Jay, can he try and TP out? So it's going to juke around the trees, but it doesn't really matter. 4 heroes were chasing up. Actually, that's 5. I cannot count, and Shiro is stuck in the trees, so he's going to have to wait a little bit for a friend to bail him out, or just wait for the BK, for Blink Dagger to come out. But it looks very dire for Mineski. They're not in a good spot. They don't really have enough farm on the Medusa to really justify her as a hero to join in the team fights, if you think about it. She's great with the Stone Gaze, but aside from that, she can't really provide anything. And with the BKB on Lakel's, he just pops BKB, finds a target, pops the Omni Slash, and by the time that he comes out of the Omni Slash, the Stone Gaze should be down already. And well, what does Lakel's really have to worry about aside from that? Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. I mean, at the moment, he was chasing the Necrophos. He was taking a reasonable amount of damage himself as well. But as he was getting possibly low enough for a Reaper Scythe, just pop the Blade Fury and you're gonna be fine for another 5 seconds. This Medusa really just does need extra farm. Although Stone Gaze is definitely nice, if you cannot really do any damage during it, doesn't even matter. And one thing I would love and hate to see at the same time would be somebody getting petrified and getting Reaper Scythed at the same time, so the Reaper Scythe is completely wasted.
No, you do not want to jinx something like that. That would be a complete demotivational... I don't know, best way to put it, it's just a massive demotivational to Mineski. It's just... when you can't cooperate as a team, you just feel that you can't do anything. Ugh. Please don't do that.
Jay is working towards the Aghanim, so they are by no means out of this game. It's not like they've lost tracks or anything. In fact, all the tier 2s are still standing for them. Looking at the graphs though, there is about a 10k net worth lead, 15,000 in XP. But it's not over until you really start losing racks. And even one set of racks when you have a Medusa, not that big of a deal in all honesty. So they have quite a bit of breathing time still, although Signature now with the Hex finished on MyPro, working towards his own BKB as well. Things aren't gonna be well for Mineski for too long if this goes as it has been so far. There's even a Diffusal Blade pick now for Juggernaut.
I actually like this. It gives Juggernaut a little bit more, because I use he's actually going to do a lot better up against the Medusa because he will be mana burning her, and well, mana burn really helps up against the Medusa. And oh my goodness, they are probably going to get a kill here. They do. The Death Ward deployed just for Vengeful Spirit kill, but well, if you look at it, the Death Ward cooldown's relatively short, so it's not too bad to just use that for an easy little pickup. But mana burn against a Medusa, it's not the #1 counter to a Medusa, but it's certainly going to help you chew through her effective HP. Nice. Oh, Shiro completely bursted to bits. Invisibility will not save you around sentry wards, my friend.
I think it's not too big of a deal for Signature. They're like, Mystic Flare on cooldown, Dream Coil on cooldown, sweet! Easy tier 2 for us, thanks Six Assassin. It's even worth it if you get the tier 2 for just losing a single hero. And it's not like Nyx Assassin was miles ahead in net worth or something. Level wise, probably still higher than most of Mineski. Even then, I think it was perfectly fine for Nyx Assassin to die bottom lane though. MyPro wants to go for Jay, gets the Hex to begin things. He will get the Berserker Skull as well over the trees, and with the dunk, another kill secured for them. Roshan gonna respawn in 40 seconds time, and Mineski, although they have the Vengeful Spirit helping out with the minus armor, no medallion, but Wave of Terror should be fine. Can they somehow just try to sneak Roshan away from Signature?
I don't know, it just feels nigh impossible at this stage. Do they have a medallion? If they had a medallion, then maybe they have some chance in actually taking the Roshan, but if you look at their draft, they don't have a Roshan lineup. Necrophos, definitely not a great physical right-clicker. Scarif Mage, same thing. They have armor reduction from the Venge, so that's a nice little bonus. Puck, he's not hitting hard himself, he's still hitting like a pea shooter. The only one that's actually supposed to be a physical DPS is a Medusa. And Medusa, she's going for a Skadi. I don't know, she still doesn't hit that hard. If they really want to steal the Roshan, grab a medallion. But I don't even think the poor Vengeful Spirit can even afford it, in all honesty.
I mean, Skadi is a nice item for sure on Medusa in general. But like you said, it needs more damage, and I don't think the kiting effect will be all that huge either, because Juggernaut has the Yasha, Mask of Madness of course, extra movement speed with that already, face boots, and well, if you can just catch up for normal right click, just pop the Omni Slash and kill the target anyway.
Yeah. Such a hard game for Mineski, but we'll see if they can actually try and grab some crucial kills, because comeback mechanism is still evident. So if they can grab some big kills, they might have a chance to come back into the game, because they do have one of the best late game heroes in that Medusa. So if you can actually start building up some of the big items, such as the Skadi, which is coming up very soon, finishing up the Manta style, going for a Butterfly, I don't really know if Signature Trust can actually kill off the Medusa, if she reaches that point though, if she reaches critical mass. But will she reach that? I don't think so at this point. The thing is, if they can stall.
Always gonna have a Blink Hex from the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have the Butterfly suddenly, nope, no evasion. Then again, Vengeful Spirit, positioned correctly, should always be able to just save Medusa from that Hex. But, like I said, reaching that critical point is what's the hardest for Mineski at the moment.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even suggested, I would not have suggested a Midas this game either. So, well, I'm surprised that Mineski are pushing up into the high ground in all honesty, and there is going to be a beautiful stun. Only going to connect onto one though, and they are going to hex up straight away with the Necrophos, but well, the Piggy just sitting in the back line is not really worried, and there is going to be the Stone Gaze, and well, they get one kill. That's the Queen of Pain, that's a massive kill. A lot of their DPS down the drain, and well, Mineski, is this actually going to pay off? Oh my goodness.
Sure,
no buyback on Queen of Pain as well.
Oh, Lakel's is going to play. Lakel's gonna kill Cuckoo, or nope, gets the blink out. That if they get Drax now, it is gonna be massive. Of course, Lakel should be able to claim his own. Maledict into chain now, another blink Berserker Hold. There's gonna be a diff ward as well. No bounces, they're gonna lose the axe, they need a little bit more. But they're gonna lose the Nyx Assassin, just not enough damage. Witch Doctor now gonna be the next one to fall. Lakel didn't even kill the puck. He though buys back, gets one kill, gonna get a secondary dunk unless he misses it, which he did. But Battle Hunger does secure the kill, but can't catch up to Tucci, I believe. Lakel claims Rax as well, and they save their own, but this was a hell of a lot more messy than it should have been. Lakel has to pop the BKB to not lose the Aegis immediately. Still has the Oni Slash, which means Puck will make his distance or get his distance from the Juggernaut. But this was way too close for Signature. I mean, they had to buy back on a hero.
Yeah, they bought back on the axe, but wow, that was a very risky play from Mineski. They almost took that in their own favor. That was, I don't know, I felt too close for comfort, but it felt like something that they had to do. Now we have the Skadi finished up on the Medusa. Is this going to be an item to suddenly change the tides? It's one item, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I don't want to get my hopes too high.
Possibly, like, the tide has started, but it hasn't reached like the full height yet. Possibly. Of course. I guess there's an Aghanim Scepter on the Witch Doctor now as well.
Yeah, I guess the perk about having a Medusa as well, actually. Oh, Shiro getting caught out again. So they have detection. Don't even need it. They throw the swap. Oh, beautiful combo. Go for the coil, swap, break the coil, and that's dead. Oh my goodness, Tucci gonna be caught out here, but he is very tanky. Nice force start to keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's a Stone Gaze, they're even gonna throw the Reaper Scythe. That's gonna be the death there of Lakel's. Now he has the Aegis. He will come back. Now this is gonna be no Reaper Scythe. Medusa though, starting to lose a lot of HP here. There's no mana left on her, so she's totally dead. There's no buyback, never mind, they do have buyback. That Queen of Pain ultimate shredding everybody to bits, and well, Puck, Cuckoo, only one left alive. He won't be able to get out, unfortunately. Oh, never mind, he doesn't manage to blink out, but he's in the tree. He's going to try and TP out. It looks like it's going to be a successful TP. Only 2 buybacks available. There is going to be the Venge as well as the Medusa, and well, they're going to have to be forced to buy back. Can they make the defense, though? All their ultimates are down, except the swap.
I don't think so. I literally do not think... Oh! They cannot lose all the racks though. Tucci gets Berserker's Call, no Omnislash of course, nice swap as well, and the Yule Scepter from Cuckoo's Puck. So they lose the tier 3, we're gonna have another disconnect, and well, you know, it is he on the axe. No surprise there.
This is probably one of the most uncomfortable pauses to really have. This is in the middle of an engagement.
But he's already reconnected, so the go has been given. Mineski, if they stay alive, they might even be able to just save this racks.
Actually, Tucci taking quite a bit of damage. Lakel's is focusing him down. Just going to go for the Blade Fury out of there. And well, are we going to lose Avenge? It might soon. Now, Puck is down. They do get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, and they are going to have the Queen of Pain being chased up there by the Medusa. But well, Queen of Pain just has the blink available, and there we go. MyPro is out of there. Medusa by herself. No one left. Actually, never mind. Necrophos able to buy back. Was that cooldown? Did he have enough gold? I'm not too sure what it was, but there is going to be the Necrophos Scythe thrown out onto the Witch Doctor. Oh, so Witch Doctor is down and out for the count, but there is going to be no Reaper Scythe for a while. 60 seconds. Can they stall, though? Their Raxes are under siege. Lakel silenced up. He's going to be slowed with the Atos as well. There was a Diffusal Blade thrown out onto the Scarif Mage. Can they chase him down, though? Lakel pops a BKB. Hex onto Jace. He bought back. He cannot afford to die again. There is going to be the call onto our Scarif Mage as well. They do lose a Necrophos. Scarif Mage going to go into Ghost form. Is that going to save him, though? Unfortunately not. So that's going to be 4 down still. Medusa. Only 1 alive. The courier died as well. Tucci is sitting in the fountain trying to heal up as much as he can. 2 sets of Raxes are down. Signature Trust though, they can't go top unfortunately because, well, there is still this T2 tower up.
Divine Rapier! Divine Rapier! Somebody do! Juggernaut!
Oh, really? I was hoping it was Tucci.
Oh, the Dream Coil is there. If they kill Lakel's now and get the Rapier and Medusa, everything is still possible. Although, well, this Omnislash is gonna do a hell of a lot of damage for Tucci. Mana, shield, OP. Not OP enough though. They're gonna have a dunk as well, and with this Rapier, it's gonna be easy core or easy ancient kill.
Oh, Mineski, they had a chance, but Signature Trust not giving him any opportunities, just saying we're gonna finish the game right here, right now. And well, cute little juke there by Cuckoo. I don't know if it was a juke or what, but I think Queen of Pain was actually after him. So Illusion Rune can be taken up, but this Ancient dropping very quickly. Lakel is saying, we are going to the Grand Finals. Just leaving the Ancient there for a little bit longer, but the creeps are going to finish it off in the end.
So just a couple too many items there in the advantage of Signature, I think. Of course, Aghanim Scepter therefore did a huge amount of damage as well in the fight where Lakel lost the Aegis. Pretty much the fight that most heroes died for Mineski there. So Signature, like you said, advancing to the grand finals. So we're gonna have to get to have a rematch between the Prime as well as Signature Trust. The Prime did get a pretty nice 2-0 against them earlier on today already. So tomorrow also the Prime will have that 1 game advantage in the best of 5. Of course Signature definitely want to get their revenge if they can, but we're gonna find out tomorrow. It should be at 11 CET as in 18 SGT. Might be at 13 CET, 20 SGT instead. I don't know exactly yet, but either of those times should be the time frame for us. But guys, once again, appreciated that you just tuned in. Mostly appreciated that you just stayed with us during like a 40+ minute pause, listening to us talk random stuff, and of course Twitch chat also entertaining us with fun facts during the pause.
Oh, yeah.
So guys, you're freaking awesome. But as always, if you like the content, you can check out, or if and want to see more, you can check our HeflaTV's Facebook and Twitter. It's HeflaTV for both. My brain is just so mush already, but if you want to follow me, it's at Coucher. And Danny, where can they find you?
Well, if you guys want to give me a follow me on my newly made Twitter channel. Thank Hefla, our manager, for making me make this. I hate Twitter, I'll be honest, but you can give me a follow on Twitter, twitter.com. Was that Twitter? Yeah, twitter.com/DannyLeeCast. If you don't know how to spell it, go to the title. Wow, illusion was popped by Puck, but go to the title of the twitch.tv cast. That is how you spell my thing. So if you don't know how to, just go to the HeflaTV Twitch channel and everything is up the top. I actually want to give a big thank you to Genesis Gaming. It is a Malaysian-based esports organization for actually letting me use their cyber cafe. If you want to know the information about that, it is going to be on my Facebook page. And to find my Facebook page, you got to go for a little bit of a treasure hunt. Head over to my Twitter page, and there is my Facebook page there. Oh yes.
That's how easy it is, guys. Check her
Yay.
Twitter, check her Facebook from her Twitter, and then check Genesis Esports, Genesis Gaming.
It's the Cyber Cafe.
I know they even had a Dota 2 team at least one point in time. I even casted them once or twice, but haven't seen them around for some time now.
Yeah, I think they still exist. I'm not too sure.
But guys, this will conclude it for us. 11 hours, 40 minutes of streaming for me. Gonna be it. Gonna have to go get some food, whatnot. But we will be back tomorrow with the grand final. Also later on today, I believe at 20 CET, we're gonna have the South American Challenge casted on our Hitbox channel, HeflaTV HB1. So more Dota, of course, to come. We're always gonna keep you updated on our social pages as well when we're going live. And having said that, this is gonna be it, guys, girls, people. So just a few songs to finish the stream, and have a good one.